Do you know how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube yet? No? Watch my 3x3 tutorial first. Be sure you click the link that I have right here. Otherwise, you're going to be very confused with this video. Pause the video already and go watch it. You're not going to know what I'm talking about in this tutorial if you don't know how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Silly goose. Now that you know how to solve a simple 3x3 Rubik's Cube, let's start learning the 4x4. Hi, I'm Fredward and I'll be your teacher today. You first need to learn the new algorithm notation. BT is bottom. The little subscript 2 means the second layer from the far end. Now that you know the new notation, let's understand the process. The steps to solving a 4x4 are centers, edges, and a 3x3. Step 1. Centers. What I always do is I start with the white center. What we have in the center is bottom left, and here we have a top left. What we want that to be is a bottom right, and then move it up. And there you go. There's half of the center already done. Here's another piece to it, but I'm not going to move it up just yet, because there's another one all the way on the bottom. What we want to do is make another line this way. So we will turn the bottom so that when we move this side up, we will make a nice line. And then there we have two lines, so we're just going to combine those lines by doing that. And now we have the first center done. The next center you have to do is the complete opposite, which for me is going to be the yellow. I'm pretty much just going to solve the yellow side down here, and then I will put it up on the top. Here we have two yellow pieces, and a third yellow piece, and then there's the last yellow piece. What I will do is turn this side so that when I move like that, I have one line right there. So I don't mess this line up anymore. I'm going to turn it this way horizontally. Here I have another centerpiece, and then there's the other centerpiece. And then I will turn that so that I have another line. And what I'm going to do now is turn this one horizontally but to the top, so that I can just put those together right like that. I'm going to have to move the yellow center up to where it's supposed to go. And to do this, I'm going to do it one line at a time. I will move up, turn the top twice. Now we're going to do the exact same thing for this yellow line. Instead of moving it up into the empty space, we're going to move it up into the yellow space. So what that will do is we're going to move the top twice again, and then move the yellow back down with its yellow center. And that method is going to be used throughout the rest of the centers. I will start with the red center. I have a red line right here, so I moved it vertically so that when I move any more lines like this, it will not get messed up. So there we have one red centerpiece. Oh, and what I'll also do is move these blue and green lines vertically so they won't get messed up either. One red centerpiece and another red centerpiece. So I will move this one down to the bottom right, and here's bottom left. So I will just combine those now. I will make that vertical as well, and then move these two red lines together right like that. The next part is going to be kind of difficult. Oh, hey, there's a blue line, so I will make that one vertical. The next part is going to be kind of tricky, because you need to figure out which centerpiece is going to go right next to the red. To figure this out, you're going to have to look at corner pieces. So here, I have the red, white, and blue corner piece. So that would be the white side will be over here, and the red side will be over here, and the blue side will be over here. So that must mean this will be the blue center. I have my two blue lines already made. I will put them into the same vertical line and do the same thing I did with the yellow center. Move the blue line up to where the other one was, turn the top twice, and then bring it back down so that the red center did not get messed up at all. And now I have 4 centers done. I already know that the orange center will be opposite of the red center, and the green will be opposite of the blue. Thankfully, we already have that mostly done. What you see here is, what we have here is only one piece is wrong in each of these 2 centers. To fix this, we are going to twist these sides to where incorrect pieces are facing each other, just like this. Second, right, but since it doesn't matter if any of this stuff gets messed up yet, I can move that with it. So that was second right, top, second right inverted, top, second right, top twice, and then second right inverted. If you already know how to solve the 3x3, you will recognize that that was the exact same algorithm for solving edges on the third lane. Now we have all 6 centers completed and in the correct spot. Step 2, edges. So what we're going to do is find 2, okay, I guess I'll just start with those blue and white pieces. Here are those 2 blue and white pieces. See, there is a situation here where they are on the same line. What we're going to do to fix this is second bottom, right, front inverted, top, right inverted, front, and second bottom invert. That kept all of our centers intact. Now what we're going to do is move that up to the top. Oh, and you see we fixed a red and green center by doing that. So we'll move this up to the top with the blue and white piece. And now we gotta look for some more edge pieces that can go together. Okay, here's one. Green and yellow, and green and yellow. What we're gonna do to fix this is just move them together. Now what we're gonna do is move this up to the top, and then we can't just move it up to the top because now we have a vertical center line thing. When we start solving the rest of the edges, that will be very messed up. So what we're going to do is move an unsolved edge to that spot and then bring this back down. And then we can fix the centers back. And then look for another edge piece. Those 3 edge pieces are on the bottom because I just flipped the cube over. And I'm going to look up in the new top for different edge pieces I can be using. Here we have this red and blue edge piece, and this red and blue edge piece. What we're going to do to put those together is turn this side up, and then move the top to align with it, and then bring that side, the left side, right back down. So now you see, all I have to do is move those together. And then what I'm going to do is flip the cube back over, so I can put this new solved edge into this empty spot. I will move it up into the top and then move the unsolved edge to right here, and then bring that back down. So now the unsolved edge is right here. And then I will fix back the centers. And now I have 4 edge pieces already done. Here we have red and yellow, and red and yellow. So I'll just move those together, put them up into the new top, move an unsolved edge into their spot, and then move it down. And I can fix the centers back now. Red and white, and red and white. I will move the red and white edges together so that they're solved. Move it up into the top, and to replace it with an unsolved edge, and then move it back down into the bottom. And then fix the centers back. And then by doing that, we got another solved edge. So we'll move this up to the top too. So now that unsolved edge is in the bottom. So now you see that all 4 edges in the top and the bottom are solved. So what we're going to have to do is put an unsolved edge piece up into the top. Okay, so now we have a solved edge piece in the area we will be solving more edge pieces. That is absolutely fine, because when we solve another edge piece, we're going to have an empty edge up in the top to replace it with. I do have orange and white right here, and another orange and white up at the top. So what I want to do is move the top piece right like that, bring this unsolved edge up into the top, and then replace it with that edge piece, and then bring it back down. So now I have both orange and white pieces lined up to where I can combine them, like this. I will move this up to the top and replace it with the unsolved edge I have there. Bring the right back down, and then fix the centers again so that this solved edge piece did not get messed up. Now what I have is 3 more edges left. I see I have a green and white piece and a green and white piece right like that. I can go ahead and combine them like that, but then I won't have an empty edge piece up in the top to replace it with. So I won't fix them just yet. I'll put this unsolved edge piece up into the top and replace it with a solved one. So now I can combine those green and white pieces, put it up into the top, and then replace it with that unsolved edge, and then bring that right back down and fix up the centers. And now here are the very last 2 edges. You see here that we have what is called a parity, where these bottom 2 edge pieces go together, but they're right across from each other, and same for the top 2. To fix this, we are going to do what we did earlier. In case you forgot, this algorithm is second bottom, right, front inverted, top, right inverted, front, and then second bottom inverted. And then you see that fixed our edge piece. Now all edge pieces and all centers are done. Step 3, 3 by 3. If you cheated watching this video first, here's the link to the 3 by 3 again, so go click it before you get incredibly confused again. After all centers and edges are solved, your 4 by 4 will solve just like a 3 by 3. Thank you for watching this video, but most importantly, this was brought to you by PaintingMeJosh. Be sure to subscribe. If you want, you could go learn how to solve a 5 by 5, or maybe learn a few tricks you could do. I sure had fun teaching you today. Did you subscribe yet? You will become very educated if you do click one of these links. Go right ahead. Alright guys, goodbye.